Good morning, everyone. Danny Bay here. It is 1 a.m. here, and I am in Korea right now, but great to see everyone. And I can't believe we're seeing couple leaders from Singapore and Taiwan. I know it's midnight over there. We appreciate you guys joining us today, and it's an exciting time. Well, just, last week we had little update. We had an incredible event since we launched Malaysia and Singapore market in the middle of April. We had an incredible event with Mr. Tim Herr. We were in Singapore and Malaysia and Hong Kong together, this past week, and it was tremendous. Jesse, I see Jesse here. He is our very first director in Singapore. And I see Mr. Glenn here too. Glenn, they're incredible couple. It was tremendous, hundreds of people attending in Singapore and hundreds of people attending in Malaysia. We had great events there, and it was awesome, also we had Taiwan. I see a couple leaders from Taiwan. We had 340 team leaders and above Leadership Academy type of a training just a few days ago in Taiwan, which we had an incredible day together of training. It was awesome. And obviously, many of us, we were physically together in Cabo, Mexico, just a couple of weeks ago, and it was awesome to really spend time with each other for our North America retreat, talking about where we are, but more importantly, where we're headed together. It was really incredible. So I appreciate, so many of you that's been, traveling, that's been building in multiple different markets, all of your leadership and all of your commitment. It's just incredible. And I know May was probably one of the exciting and one of the most challenging month that many of us had together, due to some of the new countries being added, as well as our IT platform, some of the items still going through the challenges of stabilizing on the new IT platform in the month of May, we had to, fight through a lot of different situations and overcome a lot of obstacles throughout the month of May. And, we have survived, and we have, and it's because of you guys' incredible leadership and incredible relentless, I like to call it relentless leadership, is the reason why so many of us, been able to go through and still come out strong, in the month of May, in a way that we did. And I appreciate every single one of you, because, even through all of these, United States, Canada, as well as Hong Kong, and of course the new markets of Singapore, Malaysia, and Mexico. We have actually grown in the month of May compared to April, even though it was a little bit. And I know it wasn't easy, and it was a relentless push through, at the leadership level to make that happen and make that a reality. So I just want to say, congratulations. And I also want to say thank you for everything. Now, I want to just address a couple items. There will be a lot more updates later today, because Ms. Betty Perez will be hosting a director call an hour from now. And during the director call, there is a lot of details about different components about some of the reports, that's going live on this week. By end of this week, that's going to be helping us with our business management, and some of the items that, we've been having some glitches with. There are a lot of enhancements that they've worked on that's going live this week and next week. So there will be a lot of detailed components that Miss Betty Perez is going to be going over with us during the director call in 50 minutes from now. And some of those are going to be addressed during the monthly rundown call today at 5 o'clock. And of course, following that, there will be some, written communications, to make sure that everybody is on the same page and everybody has the right information to manage through. So there will be a lot of updates regarding that, this during director call as well as the monthly rundown today, so we don't want to, go over it 3 times, to make sure that, everybody has the same info, but it's not being overdone today. So, today is going to be a lot of great updates. But this morning, I do want to give you a couple, topic conversation, and I want to dive into what is really, the main thing that's happening in the month of June that most of us are excited about, which is, I've been explaining to many people last month, and last couple of weeks, as much experience all of us have gained with Riemann so far, none of us got to experience the best version of Riemann yet, because I believe the best version of Riemann, especially on the business model side, it's just started, on June 1st. So no one got to experience that yet, right? Which is unilevel and the leadership match that's including the unilevel. And, we want to go into some of the explanation to make sure that we all understand what just went live starting June 1st. So you could understand it. You could also communicate with your team. And we're going to be diving into that. I want to just touch up on a couple items. Number one is the commission. I know we talked about it a week and a half ago on Friday when we had the special team leader call, that, we have discovered, since the April commission that was paid out on May 20th, that, there were some, glitches, with some of the managers and senior managers that got overpaid for the last order that was a qualifying order towards them becoming a manager and senior manager. And we discussed about company will be completely redoing a recalculation of April commission as they're preparing for the May commission, and how they are doing it to ensure that something like this would never ever happen again, is they had reactivated the previous platform from Korea to run commission at the same time on both platforms, to cross-check everything and go through an additional review process until the new platform is 100% stabilized, to make sure that there is a zero error policy going forward. So that was what was communicated a week and a half ago. They've been working on that. So they've been working on that, and some portion of it when they kicked it in gear on May 26th. Some more portion of it, they kicked it in gear on June 1st. And in the next few days, they're going to be finalizing the old platform on running at the parallel to the new platform, to make sure that everything is being double calculated, cross-checked, and having the review team go through it on additional review process to make sure that everything going forward is 100% accurate, 100% on time, and there will be no more errors and glitches on our commission starting going forward. Now with that, so that's why as we communicated a week and a half ago, that May commission, monthly commission piece that's going to be paid on June 17th, on that is going to be including anybody, doesn't matter the rank, all distributors, all planners at every rank with the re-ran and double checked, the re-ran calculation. if there were any amount that needed to be adjusted, to be additional payment, they will be paid with the May commission on June 17th, 2 weeks from now. So that by then, everybody will be caught up with any glitch that may have had, since the April-May commission. And going forward, now that, that both platforms are going to be running at the same time, to double calculate and make sure everything's accurate going forward. After that, even on the weekly commission and everything will be cross-checked double to make sure that 100% of the commissions are paid accurately going forward. So we are at the final stage, and we're going to be good going forward. Yes. How are we? It's going to be under statement, Kristen, obviously. So whenever you guys get paid, you guys are going to be seeing it on there to make sure that everybody's got it. So that's going to be Yes, Mr. Timmer. Yep, just like he said, many of the people that got overpaid for their qualifying order, for the managers and the senior managers, they're going to be able to, companies planning to, not retract that commission from the planners, managers, and the senior managers that got overpaid, or in some cases double paid. That company will be investing millions of dollars to make up the difference, and take the loss as a company because it wasn't their fault. It's a very, very it's a very heavy, undertake, for the company. But, as I work, through this whole situation with Mr. On, our chairman, and Mr. Huang, our CEO, that's who they are, and they didn't even hesitate. They said, we want to make sure that, we, especially the new people, that just experienced, their promotion and their first and second commission. We don't want to discourage them, and we don't want to make those adjustments. So it's a very expensive decision, the way we look at it, right? But from the company, Mr. On's perspective, this is what he wants to do. So we're grateful, so grateful that they're doing what they're doing, and I'm mentioning all this, and there are two things I'm going to talk about. Commission going forward, we're going to be good. There will be zero chance of error now that we have both platforms running cross-check, and they're going to be doing additional manual review process on top of it to make sure that everything is accurate. So I know what we experienced for the last few weeks was challenging, but going forward, we could for sure feel secure and be confident in sharing with our partners and leaders that everything is going to be good. Okay. The second thing, in the month of June, what we're going to see is what, as I mentioned, Ms. Perez is going to be going over with directors some of the detail delivery information on what's being added to the report this week and next week and so on. And we're going to be hearing that information on monthly rundown on some of the updates tonight. And we're going to be getting follow-up communication in the team leader chat about some of the reports that's being added. That's going to be that we need to manage our business better. And I know that's the second challenge that many of us had, is some of the reporting. So I do want to let you know that in the month of June, here's what we know for sure. There will be some reports that's going to be added, by this Friday, and some reports that's going to be added next week. That's going to make the process much better. But now with the both platform, running, company, Mr. On and Mr. On, I was in the HQ all day today. I was there for almost like 12, 13 hours today. That going, they ensure me that yes, we are adding all these new features to the new platform, but now that we are reactivating the old platform, they're going to be able to also cross check and cross provide, the reporting options, that no matter what, I want you guys to know, absolutely no matter what, during the month of June, that we're going to have every information we need, that every category of information we need, in the format and that we need it, for all of us to successfully monitor and manage our team and our business and help our partners successfully. In the month of June, we're going to be seeing a lot of enhancements to the report, one way or another, and they have backup plan to make sure that every single one of us have an accurate reporting access, for us to make sure that we can help our team successfully. So I don't, because there are original plan, backup plan to backup plan. So I don't want to bore you guys with a lot of the details, but as things progress, we will be communicating on exactly what direction it's going to be going. But just know that this month, in the month of June, that all the reporting challenges and difficulties that we all been dealing with together, globally, this is a global thing, that it's going to be good starting the month of June. We're not going to have to experience end of the month closing, which some of you did an incredible, you're like, man, if I'm not sure, we're just gonna do over. Just in case, I'm just gonna do 10% more, 20% more. I mean, some of you took that approach, and it was, I know it was hard, it was not fair, and it was challenging, it was frustrating, and all of us experienced it, last few days together. But I could assure you 100% with the original plan and the backup plan companies are gonna make sure that we never have to experience what we experienced of closing of month of May ever again. Okay, so I want you guys to know that commission going forward will have zero chance of error. And the reporting during the month of June, we're going to see enough improvements and backup option where during the month of June that all of us are going to have every access to every report we need. And, we're going to be in good shape, and we're not going to experience what we experienced closing the month of May. Okay, so I wanted to give you that assurance before we, hear the detailed components from Ms. Betty Perez to the director meeting and the monthly rundown and further communications that's going to come, later today and throughout the week about the enhancements and some of the updates to the platform. All right, so if all of us team leaders and above could understand that and know that this is it. We're at the final stage after June or during June, everything will be on track and we're not going to be having to experience some of the difficulties related to that going forward. So I want you guys to have a peace of mind knowing that it's going to be good, all solved, and we're going to be on the right track starting month of June. Okay. Now let's dive into the most exciting part about what is happening. As I've been sharing with leaders in the United States and Canada and all the countries, that best version of Remon, we haven't seen it yet. Best version of Remon, we haven't experienced it yet. With the Remon compensation plan, which all of us know, we have one of the strongest retail model there is in the industry, right? Up to 54% in personal retail, and open group commission up to 30%, unilevel up to 5%, which is huge because this is a guaranteed additional compensation on first 6 levels of their business, regardless of their current rank as well as their partner's rank, which this unilevel is the only way to get compensated regardless of the ranks. And their partners achieving higher rank than you could access additional 3, 4, 5% in unilevel for first 6 levels of the business. This gives stable income. This gives a strong foundation of their income as they start building their team. And the leadership override of course, being always strong, and the revenue share being very attractive. And now the leadership match up to 40% on the first generation, including before the leadership match was on the commission, like the retail and the open group and, leadership override and things like that. But the leadership match now including unilevel piece of the compensation, which is going to be an absolute game changer when you really stop and think about it. I want to just briefly go over the unilevel portion of the compensation, and I also want to go over what it means, and also go over how to absolutely create a culture in your team to maximize the unilevel compensation piece in that is starting in our remote business starting this month, just starting yesterday on June 1st. Obviously, there are two ways. I know most of you already understand it, but let me just recap. There are two ways to unlock more levels in unilevel compensation. The first way is if you just have 1,000 SP and 10 personal customers, lifetime customers, then if you're a planner or manager, it unlocks 2 levels. If you're a senior manager, it unlocks 4 levels. Team leaders and higher, it unlocks 6 levels of unilevel. If you just have personal 1,000 SP, it could be me purchasing or my customers purchasing or combined with the lifetime customers of 10 customers or more. So this is the easiest way. This is the simplest way to unlock the levels that they would like to unlock for unilevel compensation. The second way that you could unlock the 4 levels and 6 levels is if they didn't achieve senior manager rank or team leader rank or higher. If you just have 3,000 personal SP and 30 customers, you could unlock 4 levels. Even if you're not senior manager yet, you could be a manager and just have 3,000 personal SP and 30 customers, you unlock 4 levels. If you're not team leader yet, because maybe they haven't built a team, they haven't built 3 senior manager legs or whatnot, if you just have personal 5,000 SP for the month with 50 lifetime customers, you could unlock 6 levels of unilevel for the month, just for meeting the personal customer and personal SP requirement, even if they're not a team leader yet, which is huge for people that are great at, they're great sellers and they are great at retail and they have great personal volume. It gives them the opportunity, even if they only have 1 leg of team growing or 2 legs of team growing so far, and they don't have a 3rd leg senior manager yet to become a team leader, they could still access 6 levels of unilevel just by doing a great job, personal retail, personal sale, personal SP with 50 lifetime customers. So this is going to be adding anybody that participates. Now, this is unilevel is addition to our current compensation. So the unilevel piece, now all the other compensation piece, like the retail, like the open group, like the leadership override, like the leadership match, and all the other components of the compensation, there is no requirement on personal volume and personal customers to participate. There's no requirement. So in remote compensation, yes, it's true, you don't have a personal volume requirement. Now, this additional compensation of unilevel, if you want to participate, it's optional, but you have these requirements that unlocks additional benefits as you go out there and achieve personal points and personal customers to unlock these portions of the compensation plan. Now, what this means, I know these are a lot of numbers, but let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what this means. Because unilevel, once you qualify to unlock unilevel, it is adding. It's not one or the other. It is adding extra 5%. It's adding an extra 3%. And when you move into higher leadership level, it's adding additional 4% in those levels. What this means is if you achieve the rank and you're building open group, and you're also taking advantage of the unilevel compensation at first 6 levels of your business. These are the percentages that you could actually earn of the BP on the first 6 levels of the compensation. Now, this is a lot of numbers. So we don't use this in our presentation. We don't use this in orientation because we don't want to confuse brand new people that's getting started in our business. But us as leaders, team leaders and above, fully understanding the deep dive of our compensation, I want you to understand that, think of it as a planner, if when we're just earning open group commission, as a planner, if I sponsor a planner, which is my first level right here, if I sponsor a planner on their personal volume, maximum you are able to earn before June 1st until May was 5%. There was no way to earn any higher percentage commission when a planner sponsored planner. Okay. Now with this unilevel program being added, if they just participate in the unilevel just simply by doing 1,000 SP and 10 customers as a planner to planner first level, instead of earning 5%, now they're going to earn double 5% of open group commission and 5% unilevel commission. Now they're going to earn 10%. So planner sponsoring a planner on their personal volume, they're going to be getting double the commission of 10% instead of 5% if they just meet the requirement to unlock unilevel. Does that make sense? As a planner sponsoring a planner, and if that planner sponsored the planner, before there was no way to earn commission on the second level of that their business, because planners only get personal, retail and rebate, and the first level 5%. That's it. Planners had zero way of earning commission on the second level, but now just by having 1,000 SP and personal 10 customers, if they have second level distributors generating personal volume, they're going to be earning 5% commission they never got before. When I say the best version of Remon, no one has experienced it yet. No planner prior to June 1st in Remon never got to experience earning commission on second level. Now they can. That's what this means, and that's what this is showing on the chart here. Now let's talk about managers. When manager signed up a planner, 20% minus 10, they could earn 10%. That's the most they were able to earn before. But managers signing up a planner now, instead of earning 10%, they could earn 10% open group commission, plus now they could earn 5% unilevel, so they could actually earn 15%. It's a 50% increase on their first level personal volume in a way that they never had the opportunity to earn before. Same thing. Manager signing up a planner, planner signing up a planner, that's called second level of business. Manager has zero way of earning commission on the second level before. Now starting June 1st, they can just simply by having 1,000 SP personal points and 10 lifetime customers. Now even managers could earn second level commission 5% that they never had the opportunity to earn before. Once again, when I say the best version of Remon, no one has experienced it yet. Best version of Remon business model, no one has experienced it yet. That is starting yesterday, June 1st. I'm sharing with you right now that once this kicks in, this started yesterday, but this commission, obviously we're going to experience it when we get the June commission in the middle of July. When this commission comes, I'm just telling you right now, every person in your team is going to be absolutely blown away when this commission comes, because the largest commission experience they had, the highest percentage of commission experience they had, they're going to experience it from the June commission getting paid in July. So this is going to be super exciting. And the beautiful thing is, this is something they have until at the end of the month to qualify. If someone doesn't have 1,000 SP right now, if someone doesn't have 10 customers right now, They just got to do it by at the end of June, right? So maybe they already have team growing right now and they don't have the requirement met yet, but they still have plenty of time. If they just do 1,000 SP and 10 customers by at the end of the month, they could participate in this. Senior managers, right? When senior managers signed up a planner before, 30 minus 10, so they earn 20% on that planner's, personal activities. But now on top of that, you could earn extra 5%, So you're earning 25% on that first level. And when it was a senior manager signing up a planner and signing up another planner, as you know, only thing senior manager was able to get starting second level of their business before was a senior manager 5% team commission, but there's nothing else they could get. So the most amount of money they could have earned on the second level before was 5%. But now with the unilevel added, if they just meet the requirement of 1,000 SP and unlock unilevel, they will get 5% plus 5% for it being second level, where now they're going to double their commission on the second level and earn 10% on second level that they didn't get before. Third and fourth level, unilevel is 3% and 3%. So 3 plus 5, it's 8% instead of what they used to earn of 5%, which is a huge increase. It's a 60% increase on their third level and fourth level. If it's a senior manager open group, they're earning that 5% team commission. Does that make sense? Once again, the best version of Remon, no one's experienced it yet. This is just starting yesterday, June 1st, and we're super excited about it. Now, team leader. Now, we always had the greatest, the highest percentage commission available for the team leaders when you do team leader open group volume. As a team leader, yes, if I'm a team leader, signed up a planner, 40 minus 10, you earn 30% open group commission before. But now, adding unilevel, you're earning 35% on the first level. And if that planner signed up a planner, team leader signing up a planner that signed up a planner before, you earn 25% commission on that planner's second level planner's activities. But now you're going to get additional 5% and get 30% because now you're also getting unilevel. As you can see through the chart here, 28%, 28% instead of 25% if the scenario was all planner. But if I was a senior team leader, if I'm a team leader, and if they were all senior manager, before, all you were earning before was senior manager having senior manager. Well, it's a 30%, 40%, team leader 40% minus senior managers 30%. You were only earning 10% before, but 10% plus 5%. See, the beautiful thing about this is unilevel, the percentage doesn't change. It doesn't matter if the ranks change of the partner, and even if they are higher ranked than me, it doesn't change. The percentages are fixed. So maybe you're earning 5% or 10% or 30% or 20% on that person's commission on personal volume based on what? Based on your rank and their rank. That's how open group commission works. But with unilevel, even if you're a team leader and they're senior manager, it doesn't matter if they're your senior manager and they're team leader and they're higher ranked than you. It doesn't matter if I'm a senior manager and I sponsor someone, they're a national director, even a higher rank than me, you're 5% on first, second level, the percentage doesn't change. 3%, third through the sixth level, percentage doesn't change. So many cases, I'm just showing you the cases of what you would have earned at the maximum percentage in open group plus the unilevel, but some of these cases are going to be the levels that you were not earning any commission because they're same rank or higher rank, but now you're going to get compensated a flat fixed percentages of 5% and 3% in a way that we never got compensated before. Once again, this is new being added on top of our existing plan, which many of us already achieved great success up to this point without unilevel. But with unilevel being added, it's going to be an absolute game changer. And on top of that, the fact that all the commission that team leader and above is earning in their unilevel, which is some of the team leaders right now, I'm just sharing with you, some of the team leaders, when the June commission is paid in July, some of the team leaders, their largest portion of their commission is going to be their unilevel commission. And this is a portion this is a category that we didn't even have before. So some of the team leaders, this is going to be your largest portion of the commission for June, and it's going to increase your income at a level that you can't even imagine. If you have a great business built in for 6 levels of time, 6 levels of your business. Now, as a director, same thing, 553333. And senior director, when you become a senior director, it's 553344%, additional 1% given. So if you're not senior director yet, and you got great business being built in your 5th, 6th generation, 6th level and on, I highly recommend that you do everything you can to become a senior director, because that extra 1% makes a big difference on your 5th and 6th level. National director becomes 4% from 3rd through the 6th level. This is going to be a huge add to your commission. Now, some of you saw me do this example before. I'm going to give an example scenario again. These fixed percentages. Let's just say that every planner in your team just signed up 3 new planners. You sign up 3 new planners, they sign up new planners, and it duplicated in the team, multiplication of 3. 3 getting 3 is 9, 27, 81, 243, and 729. And in first 6 levels, now you got about 1,000 planners in the team. And let's just say everybody in the team minimum just did about 1,000 BP. We're going to use BP for this example, not SP, because our commissions calculated on BP. So let's just say they averaged about 1,000 BP personal volume. Now we know that superstars like Kimberly and many other people that are incredible at personal customer acquisition and generating personal volume, many people to 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, even more at the personal volume. But however, let's just say everybody averaged only did 1,000 BP per planner. In that example, if 3 getting 3 of 1,000 people total in 6 levels just did 1,000 BP per month, your commission, according to those 553333 percentages, your commission just in unilevel alone, not counting all the other commission, just in unilevel commission in this example, you'd be earning extra $33,000 a month just in unilevel compensation. Now, we used an example. What if that was your goal and you only did 10% of it? Maybe the average wasn't 1,000, it was only 100 in the team. Maybe instead of getting 3, average got only 0.3, or whatever the case may be. You do the math in 6 levels. It's extra $3,300 a month in extra unilevel compensation on top of the regular compensation. What if you did such a great job and the average in your team didn't do 1,000 BP per month, but average partner in your team did 2,000 BP per month? You do the math, that's extra $66,000 a month in unilevel compensation on top of the regular compensation. This is going to be added to your business if that's what you do this month. And also, if you become senior director and add 5th and 6th level to 4%, that's what I mean, that it makes a big difference. This is example 1, but you becoming a senior director. 1,000 personal BP average, but senior director increasing just 1% on 5th and 6th level, your total becomes $42,000 a month instead of $33,000 a month, which is a big difference just by adding that 1 extra percent. So I want to let you know that, this unilevel compensation being added to your business starting month of June, that's the best version of Riemann compensation that we have ever had, and that started yesterday. We're not saying it starts 3 months from now, next month. We're saying it started yesterday. Your business just upgraded starting yesterday. and as the opportunity comes, you got to make it yours. It is here. It's right now. It is here. We're not saying it's coming in the future. It already started yesterday. You want to make sure that people in your team are maximizing this, participating in this, and you as a team leader and higher are absolutely maximizing this unilevel compensation and take your business to greater success starting the month of June and going forward. Now, what's super exciting is if you have team leaders in your team already, if you have directors and senior directors and national directors in your team already, on top of the leadership match that you are getting on their regular commission, if they happen to qualify to unlock unilevels in their compensation, you're going to be, that 40% leadership match is going to include what they earn in unilevels starting the month of June. This is the reason why if they did same volume and if they earn same open group and same retail and same leadership override commission from in June as they did in May, your leadership match on that person isn't going to be the same, because you're still going to get the same, plus you're going to get leadership match 40% of what they earn on unilevel in commission, which is going to be crazy, man, because in some cases you're getting your own unilevel. If they happen to be your direct or second level person, you're going to get leadership match on their unilevel, which is like almost double getting paid on what's happening in your first 6 levels of business. So this leadership match, including unilevel, starting June production, you're going to experience higher leadership match in a way that you have never experienced before. And so just look forward to, look forward to the greatest compensation experience that you've ever experienced in your July commission pay, which is the June commission, as this thing continues. Now, how do you maximize this, okay? How do you maximize unilevel? How do you make sure that people in your team are maximizing unilevel? Let's talk about just 2 things. Number 1 is the obvious. We've been seeing it. How do you unlock unilevel? Well, unlocking unilevel is 1,000 SP and 10 customers. It doesn't matter 2 levels or 4 levels or 6 levels based on their rank, but this is how they could participate in the leadership, in the unilevel program. Now, 1,000 SP, is it possible? Well, let's just be practical here and let's be real here. I got family of 5 at my house, and by the time me and my wife and 3 of our kids, we all use Incellderm, we all use Botolab, and by the time we all order it, anytime we order it, it's anywhere between 1,400 to 1,500 SP worth of products, because each person, if they use our products, it's about 200 to 300 SP worth of products they're using, between the cleanser and the calming gel and booster serum and cream and shampoo and body wash and conditioner. I mean, it just turns out to be 200 to 300 SP per person if they're a true user and loyal user of our products. Would you agree with that? So maybe you live by yourself. Maybe you live with just you and your spouse, just 2 of you. It's you plus maybe 3, 4 more people that's using our product. 1,000 SP, how many of you agree? If somebody wanted to, and someone tried, and someone focused on making sure that they hit 1,000 SP for the month, how many of you agree it is absolutely within a reach and doable for anybody to do it? How many of you guys agree with that? We will all agree with that, right? If you made the effort, it's something that everybody could do. Now, this is the key right here. Let me explain why. Let's just say a year from now, you got 100 active people in your team. 100 active people in your team. Let's just say 100 active people in the team now have a culture of everybody doing minimum of 1,000 SP per month because they want to participate in unilevel portion of the compensation. What does that mean? Maybe until now, most of your volume was coming from new customers purchasing. Maybe until now, most of the volume came from new business partners joining the business and purchasing products. But if you could just have 100 active people in the team, maybe you already have it, and we're all striving to get extra 1,000 SP personal volume because we want to participate in unilevel program. What does that mean? What is 1,000 times 100? You are starting the month with 100,000 SP guaranteed in your business before new customers and new business partners add any new volume to your business. Does that make sense to you? Before, because we didn't have any portion of the compensation that asks them or that drive the behavior of wanting to have certain personal volume goal, we never did. So some people do a great job, some people didn't. But now with this being added to Unlock Unilevel, what this is going to do is add additional volume culture in your existing organization in a way that we have never had it before. Let's just say one day, next 6 months, next 1 year, 2 years, you build a team of 1,000 active partners in the team that has a culture of 1,000 SP per month in volume. What does that mean? 1,000 times 1,000 is 1,000,000. You will literally start the month with 1 million SP volume guaranteed before any new customers and new partners are adding on to generate additional volume to your organization. Does that make sense to you? So understand that creating the culture of helping as many people as possible to unlock Unilevel by them striving to do 1,000 SP by the month at the end of the month is going to get more people paid, more money than ever before, but also it's going to increase the average activities and the volume of your partners because of this new program. It's going to elevate your business volume in a way that we have never experienced before. Trust me when I say this. You create the right culture by speaking about this and helping people to do this. Starting this month in June, your business will grow faster than you could possibly imagine, and your income's going to grow. Your partner's income's going to grow stronger than you could possibly imagine. And second is, of course, the duplication of 3. Encouraging everybody to recruit 3 or more people. Why? Because to become a team leader, you need 3 senior managers anyways. Why? To become a director, you need 3 team leader legs anyways. You want to create the culture of everybody recruiting 3 or more people soon as they start the journey and as soon as they start building their business. That way you could duplicate everybody getting 3 or more and everybody creating 1,000 SP personal volume culture is how you will create that $33,000 a month Unilevel commission example I just gave you. How you could create that extra $66,000 a month in Unilevel commission example I just gave you. Does that make sense to you? So this is what I would focus on. If I were you, I will be talking to my partners about this culture. I will be helping and monitoring with my partners to make sure that they get the 1,000 SP done and recruit 3 or more done this month starting. That way everybody could win bigger than ever before with Unilevel compensation being added this month. I've been saying this for the last few weeks, and we've said this in Cabo retreat as well for those of you that were with us for North America retreat. You don't have to be great at everything, but you have to do the minimum to play the game and participate in the game. And the 1,000 SP is, in my opinion, and recruiting 3, in my opinion, is the minimum that you got to do to participate in the game and participate in the program of Unilevel so you could experience the best version of Raymond that just started yesterday. So I have a couple leadership thoughts I want to share with you, before we close. Some of these trainings we actually had it originally planned in Cabo, but we didn't get to, so I want to just briefly dive into it. As you're building your business, I want you to build with proper philosophy so you have a long-term business that you could really truly win from. Number one, many amateurs focus on sign-up planners and BPs and title and rank and self-interest and money, and they chase volume, they chase business. But many professionals that I work with, I watch them and they're not interested in signing up planners, but they're interested in recruiting real business partners. They're not chasing BP, but they are wanting to really have loyal customers that use our products. They're not chasing title and rank, but they are wanting to develop leadership and become a leader. And they're not chasing self-interest or personal money. They are focusing on building team's interests and creating momentum. Professionals build these things. And when you build these things on the other side, left side, those are automatic. But if you chase those things that amateurs focus on, it's possible to get those without getting the real partners and customers. It's possible to get BP without loyal customers. It's possible to get a planner sign up without getting a business partner, but you cannot not have BP or planners when you're truly building loyal customers and partners. And you have to ask yourself the question all the time and remind yourself, who is leading your team? Many times that we think we're leading our team, but sometimes we are actually letting our partner lead our team and lead me instead of me leading my team. I tell people, you as a leader, you can't be problem focused. You got to be goal focused. Firemen are driven by their activities are driven by problems. When problem happens, that's when they have to go do their job. Entrepreneurs and leaders, business leaders, we have to be goal driven, and we have to let problems just be something that we solve and we manage, during the journey of achieving our goals. It can be your top priority, and it can be the top topic in our mind. And becoming a leader is extremely important. And I always people tell me, they're like, how do I duplicate better leaders? I tell them, best way to duplicate better leaders is for you to become one. And my mentor always taught me, if I work on myself, when I change, everything will change for me. Many times people say, man, I wish government would change. I wish company would change. I wish system would change. I wish product would change. I wish compensation would change. I wish somebody else would do this and that and that and that. And they will always have a list of other things that they wish that other things would change. But my mentor set me down many, many years ago, Danny. He said, the reality is, well, if those things you have mentioned change, it's not going to impact your life that much. He said, if you really look at the history, people say taxes are too high. But when people were saying taxes are too high when it was only 25%, people are saying taxes are too high when it was 50%, 60%. Some people say, I wish that the government would change. Well, when the Republicans are in the party or Democrats are in the party, what really happened in your life? The reality is their personal life, not much have changed. He said, everything else could change for you, but the reality is it won't change that much for you. But it doesn't matter if nothing else changes. He said, if you change, everything will change for you. And if you want to become a great leader, you have to work on yourself first. And you have to work on you becoming a better leader first. And you got to create the right culture in your team. With right now, with Unilevel starting, with where we are in business. Now, was it challenging last few weeks? Absolutely. But you know what challenges mean? Here's what I believe. Tough people create tough situations, create tough people. Test is what truly creates testimony. The reality is it's the hard-pressing training times, and it's the resistance, and it's the obstacles, it's the situations that grows us and strengthens us to make us better. And as when everything is good and everything is happy and everything is smooth, we don't truly reveal our character and our integrity and of who we are. It's the challenging times, it's the tough times, it is the trial times that we actually get to grow, and we actually get to understand who we truly are and who we truly are in business with. And that is very, very important part of the journey. And you want to create the right culture through the journey. I always was reminded by my mentor. He said, Danny, before you complain about others, always look in the mirror. And he said, in our business, it's very simple. It's not a normal mirror. It is a double or 50% mirror. He said, whatever you do that's positive, your teams are going to do half. Whatever you do that's negative, they're going to do twice as much. So it is a little filter mirror. He said, make sure that you're always looking in the mirror to do more of what you want people to do and do less of what you want your partners to do less of. And my mentor always taught me that, Danny, you want to get good at competing, but never compare. So many times we are comparing with others. And when you compare, the obvious is
it is negative either way. When you compare yourself with others, if you're doing better than them, it gets to your head. It gets to your head. And when you're doing worse than them, it gets to your heart. And either way, it's not positive impact for you. But when you compete, when you're losing, it makes you better. When you compete and win, when you win, you want to win again, and it actually keeps you on your toes to get better for the next match. So I want to encourage every single one of you to compete with so many great leaders that we have, friendly competition in the organization, so we could all grow together and we could all grow together. Now, I want to tell you, here's the last thing I want to say. In our business, and I believe not just in our business, but in life in general, if you want to be successful, and if you want to be successful at high level, you got to remember this always. You got to have long-term vision, but you got to have short-term memory. So many times that we hold on to the memory of something that was painful and something that wasn't positive. And many times people are missing out their future because of it. I always tell people, you got to drop your baggage, the baggage of the past, anger from the past, and the frustration from the past, and the hurt from the past. You got to let it go. You got to learn from it. You got to let it go. You got to focus on going forward. You got to have long-term vision and have short-term memory if we truly want to win at a large scale with Remount Opportunity as well as our life. So I am super excited. I'm super grateful with everything that's happening right now. I'm most grateful for every single one of you for being here through the very tough and challenging, and also a lot of opportunities in the mix in last few weeks of time. And I know for a fact that best is yet to come. And June is the beginning of the new Remount and the best version of Remount like never before. Now, before we close, I did ask National Director, Mr. Tim Herr, to briefly share. I know we went long today, but I know we had a lot to cover. Mr. Timmer, let us know how you're feeling right now and wrap up the call with us for us today, Mr. Timmer.
Here's the biggest thing, you guys, is, you guys, everybody's going to go through challenges in life, and I think I look at Mr. Danny Bay, and I've known him for quite some time. And I've known his wife since before they got married. And the sacrifice that he's making, you guys, is for us. I'm telling you guys right now, the sacrifice that he's making is for us. And that's what I want you guys to realize is this guy, man, he's not home with his family. And he's out here and he's going to battle for us. He's going to war for us. And he's in there with Korea every single day, making sure that we have the right place, man. And I just want to tell you guys that what you guys are going through, nobody's going through what he's doing, but he's doing it for us. You guys, he's sacrificing so much for us. It's time he's not going to be able to get back, but I know why he's doing it. And I'm telling you guys, we have to step up. We got to step up our game. We got to step our game up. It's like, man, stubbing your toe and having, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, you guys, we have a golden opportunity right now on our fingertips. And all we've got to do is make up our mind right now that we're going to set the culture in our organization. We're going to set up the culture in our team that no matter what, that nobody's going to get less than 1,000 SP. And if we start that culture right now and we have that culture in our organization, you guys are going to watch so many people's lives be impacted. It's not just about changing your life. It's not just about helping out the people that you've sponsored. It's about helping the lives of people that you haven't even met yet. There's so many people that are going to get started in Remount, that are going to get started on your team and your organization, whose lives are going to be impacted by the culture that you create now. So don't just think about, hey, you know what, I'm putting in this time and this effort right now to establish this culture. You're setting a culture up for your organization it's going to last forever. What Danny Bay is doing right now, you guys, he's setting this company up to become a $10 billion company. The culture, he's not going to be running like this forever. I mean, it's impossible, but he's setting forth the momentum, you guys. He's out there blazing a trail, setting the momentum, going to battle, going to war for us every single day, you guys. Doing what he does right now. It's 2 a.m. and the dude is getting me jacked out of my mind. It's like, man, I want to just go work right now. I want to just run with him. So I just want to tell you guys right now, this is a lifetime. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let this slip through our fingertips. And I appreciate everybody. And I appreciate you, Danny Bay, so much, man. Let's have an incredible month. Let's go all out and let's get everybody 1,000 SP no matter what, you guys.
Have a great day, everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Timmer. Have a great week. We'll see you guys tonight on a monthly rundown.